Welcome to the deep dive. So if you're thinking about buying or selling a place, or maybe you just like knowing what could go wrong with a house, well, today we're hitting a big one. Plumbing red flags. Stuff that can turn a dream home into, well, a bit of a money pit, right?
Absolutely. It's one of those hidden systems that people often overlook until it's way too late and very expensive.
Okay, so we've looked into the common plumbing headaches. Our mission today, basically to give you the heads up so you can spot trouble before it costs you serious cash.
Exactly. Skip the nasty surprises.
All right, let's jump into some things that could genuinely be deal breakers. First up, I guess, is the age of the pipes, like old materials.
Yeah, that's a huge one. If you're looking at homes built before, say, the 1970s, you often find cast iron or galvanized steel pipes.
And why is that a potential problem now?
Well, the thing is they corrode, but from the inside out. So you might look at a pipe and think it's fine. But internally, it could be choked with rust and scale. That leads to low pressure, or worse, they could just fail suddenly. Asking about pipe material in older homes is really key.
Gotcha. Okay, another point. No clean-out access. What exactly is a clean-out, and why does not having one matter so much?
So a clean-out is basically a capped pipe fitting that gives you easy access to the main sewer line running from your house to the street.
Right, for clearing blockages.
Precisely. Now, imagine you don't have one, especially in an older home where sewer backups might be more likely.
Oh boy.
A simple clog could mean digging up your lawn, or worse, breaking through the foundation just to get to the pipe. It's a potential nightmare scenario.
Yikes. Okay, and then there are the more maybe obvious signs. Low water pressure, water stains.
Yeah, low pressure is a big flag. I mean, sure, it could just be a clogged faucet aerator, simple fix.
Right.
But consistent low pressure across the house, that could point to that internal pipe corrosion we talked about, scale buildup, maybe even an underground leak somewhere between the house and the street main.
Okay, so more serious stuff potentially. And stains.
Water stains. You know, those brownish marks under sinks, around toilet bases, maybe on basement ceilings. They're almost always proof of a leak. Maybe it was fixed, maybe it wasn't, but it definitely signals something happened that needs investigation.
Right. Definitely worth looking into. Okay, so those are some red flags you might spot up front. But what about the sneakier problems, the ones that pop up after you've moved in?
Yes. This is where things get interesting, especially with, say, flipped houses. Improper DIY repairs are a classic.
How so? Like, it looks okay, but isn't.
Exactly. Someone might redo a bathroom, looks great, but maybe they cross-threaded a fitting under the sink. That's where the threads don't line up right, creating a weak spot prone to leaking.
Okay.
Or they used cheap, flimsy parts that won't last. Or maybe they didn't install a proper vent for a drain, which can cause slow drains or sewer gas smells later. Little things that become big headaches.
That sounds frustrating. And what about problems deeper down, like in the sewer line itself, out in the yard?
Well, this is a biggie. Your standard home inspection. It typically doesn't include sending a camera down the sewer line. That's a separate inspection called a sewer scope.
And why is that important?
Because tree roots love old sewer lines. They find tiny cracks, work their way in, and can completely block or even break the pipe.
Wow.
You could also have cracked or collapsed sections of pipe underground. Fixing that kind of thing, you're easily looking at $5,000, maybe even $15,000 or more. It's a massive hidden liability.
15 grand. Ouch. Okay, one more sneaky one. Water heaters. Old or too small.
Yeah, definitely check the age. Most tank water heaters last, maybe 8 to 12 years. If it's older than 12, it's living on borrowed time, basically. Failure often means a leak, sometimes a big one.
And the size matters too.
Absolutely. If a previous owner put in a smaller, cheaper unit, or if your family is larger, an undersized tank just won't keep up. You'll run out of hot water fast, and it works harder, costing more energy.
Okay, this is all really useful, yet slightly terrifying. So what can people actually do? Proactive steps for buyers, maybe sellers too.
For buyers, seriously consider getting that sewer camera inspection. It might cost, I don't know, $300. Compare that to a potential $10,000 sewer line replacement. It's often money well spent, especially on older homes.
Good point. Anything else for buyers?
Yeah, ask for paperwork. If the seller claims plumbing upgrades were done, ask for permits, invoices, service records. See if any warranties are still active. Due diligence, you know.
Makes sense. And for sellers, what can they do?
Sellers can actually benefit from getting their own pre-sale plumbing inspection. Find any issues before listing.
Get ahead of it.
Exactly. You can either fix things up front or disclose them properly. It builds trust with buyers and can prevent 11th-hour negotiations or deals falling through over plumbing problems.
That seems smart. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it really sounds like just being aware of these potential plumbing issues, whether you're buying or selling, can save a ton of hassle and money.
Absolutely. Knowledge is definitely power when it comes to maintaining or buying a home. Don't ignore the pipes.
Great advice. So as you go about your day, maybe think about this. What other parts of a house, things that seem small or hidden away, might actually be telling a bigger story about potential problems? Definitely something to mull over. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
If you're buying or selling, don't gamble on the pipes. Call us at 314-429-7131 and we'll help you uncover plumbing issues before they cost you big. Mention this podcast and take $20 off your inspection. Tell them Jim sent you. And let's keep those deals flowing smoothly.